We are just going to jump right into it today. So come to stand at the back of your mat, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Exhale. Take another deep breath in as you reach the hands high overhead. Reach them up towards the sky as the heels drop further down into the mat. Draw the shoulders down the back. And exhale, lower your hands down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach the hands high overhead. And now as you exhale, grab hold of that left wrist with the right hand and give it a little tug, gently pulling over to the right. And then come back through center. Inhale, reach and stretch even taller. Exhale, grab hold of that right wrist. And come back through center. Take another inhale as you fold your chest over your legs and start to walk your hands out to the top of your mat. Squeeze your heels together, toes are apart, Pilates stance. Pike the hips, fill out the feet, down dog. We're really gonna take some time to stretch here today. It's that time of year where it's cold, we're stuck inside. We haven't been able to maybe move our bodies as much as we would like. So really spending some time to think about creating length and opening up the body. Drop both heels down towards the mat as the tailbone reaches up towards the sky. Press through the heels of the hands. Inhale. And exhale. Step the left foot to the center of the mat. Right toe points up towards the ceiling. Open up that right hip, dropping down further into that left heel. Really point the toes. And step the right foot to the top of the mat. Come up to your low lunge. Hands reaching high towards the sky. Belly pulls in. See if you can really press that left hip in front of you while keeping both hips square. Drop that left knee down to the mat. Send the hips back over the left heel. Windshield wipe that right foot. See if you can relax the chest to meet the top of the leg. Really flex that right foot, opening up the calf, the back of the leg. Bend the right leg, come back up to your low lunge. Drop that left heel down, open wide, warrior two. Arms lengthening away from each other. Send the right hand overhead. Tuck that tailbone under. Reach it forward in front of you. Stretch. See if you can send that right shoulder back a little bit further. And now drop that right elbow to the right leg. Reach the left hand high overhead. Gazing up at the sky. Straighten that front leg. Right hand comes to meet that right ankle. Keep gazing up. Pressing that left shoulder back as the right back of the hand presses into the shin. Bend that right leg, arms open wide, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, single leg, chaturanga. And press up to upward facing dog. Take a second here. Make sure you're pulling that belly into the spine. Gazes up at the sky, neck is long. Lifting through the quads, hovering over off the mat. And then pike the hips. Pedal out the feet. Bend one knee and then the other. Good, now step your left foot, right foot to the middle of the mat. Left toes reach up towards the sky. Drop that right heel down. Really pointing that left toe. Step that foot to the top of the mat. Come into your low lunge. Whew, if you fall, that's okay. Just come right back. Really stretching here, squaring your hips off to the front of your mat. Even as you pull that right hip a little bit further forward. And drop that right knee down. Send the hips back. Flex the left foot. Windshield wipe the toes. And if it feels good, maybe you lower your chest to meet the top of that left leg. Keep going. I'm just taking off my socks here. Getting myself all nice and warmed up. All right. windshield wipe. Good. Bend that left foot, come back up into your low lunge. Stay here. Reach that left knee further forward as the right heel presses to the back of the room. Now open wide, warrior two. Send the left hand overhead, right hand drops to the back of that right knee. Left elbow comes to meet the left knee. Reach that knee further forward as you press the outside of that right foot into the mat, getting the pinky toe down if you can. See if you can tuck that tailbone under. Feel that nice stretch in the right hip flexor. Straighten that front leg. Hand comes to meet the shin. Deepen that twist, gazing up at the sky. And bend that front knee. Arms come wide to warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down. Single leg chaturanga to upward facing dog. And pike the hips. Pedal out the feet. Bending one knee and then the other. Good. Now drop both heels down towards the mat. Tailbone reaches up towards the sky. Knees come down to the mat. Take a child's pose. Good. Reach the hands further towards the top of the mat as the tailbone sinks back. Now walk your hands over to the left. Really reaching that right hand further in front of the left if you can, as you press that right hip back down towards the heel. Take an inhale. And exhale, walk those hands over to center. And now walk your hands over to the right, reaching that left hand nice and long. And back through center. Good. Okay, we're gonna come onto all fours here. So come down with your palms resting on the mat. Left foot extends back behind you. Right hand reaches long in front of you. And we're going to bring our knee to meet our elbow and extend. So knee taps and extend nice and long. So really continuing the lengthening here by reaching the fingertips forward as the toes really point and extend back. For 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted here. Pulse the heel, post the palm. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that right hand down. Drop that left leg back behind you. Extend that right leg long on the mat. Reach that left ham overhead. Take a stretch. Good. Now we're going to tap that right hip bone down towards the mat. Arm is reaching long back behind that left leg. Pulse the hips up towards the sky and lower down. So keeping a slight bend in that right elbow. Pulling that core in to meet the spine. For 3, make it graceful. 2, 1. Drop that hand back down onto the mat. Come back onto all fours, knees hovering underneath the hips. We hold here for 4, 3, 2. Pike the hips and come back to hover. So we're moving between this hover position here and a pike. So each time we hover the knees, we're imagining lifting the knees away from the mat while pressing our hands deeper into the ground. Pike. 2 more. Hover, pull that belly up. And pike. Last time. Hover. And pike. Knees drop down to the mat. Take a quick child's pose. Inhale and exhale. And now we switch sides. So our left hand extends long in front of us. I'm going to switch directions so you can keep seeing me. Arm extends in front, toes back behind, knee connects with the elbow, creating a C curve with that spine as we draw the knee and the elbow to tap, and then reach far away from each other and extend. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we pulse for 8, 7. Make sure your hips are squared to the mat here. Slight bend in that elbow for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press that right foot back behind you into the mat. Left leg extends long. Right hand reaches overhead. Drop the hips and lift back up. So we're just tapping gently with our left hip onto the mat, keeping a slight bend in that left elbow. For 3, 2, last one. And bring that right hand down to the mat. Come back into your plank. Hold here. Heels together, toes apart. Tap your left hand in front of your mat and bring it back underneath your shoulder. Right hand reaches and back under your shoulder. Now try not to rock and sway here. This is pretty hard to do with your heels together. So if you need to open your feet for a little more stability, you can do that. For 2, 2, last one. Left hand taps the right shoulder and right hand to left shoulder for 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4 push-ups. I'm coming with my heels together, toes are apart. 2 more, and then we break. Last one, and pike the hips. Open the feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Drop one heel down and then the other. Walk your hands to meet your ankles and just hang here, grabbing hold of opposite elbows. Just sway side to side. Whew, that took the wind out of me. And shake your head yes. And shake your head no. And roll up. Come all